We're taking Easton home January 26th. We're on Sunset Boulevard and it's probably about 65, 70 degrees out. It's just gorgeous.
Little clouds floating here and there.
We got the two mamas at the house waiting for us. We're all waiting patiently. The kids were supposed to be here at around noon. It's now 3:08 or 3:10, something like that. All right, we just made a left. Onto Beechwood. This is where we live. Making a left on Beechwood right now. Okay. Yay, it's showtime. I dreamt about this moment for a long time.
Look at the balloons.
Aw, they put balloons out for us. Hi.
Hi guys.
Hey, welcome home.
Guess who's here? Easton James.
Hi.
Caminando por la calle yo te vi. Caminando por la calle yo te vi. Ya un día yo me enamoré de ti. Ya un día yo me enamoré de ti. Caminando por la calle yo te vi. Caminando por la calle yo te vi. Ya un día yo me enamoré de ti. Ya un día yo me enamoré de ti. No, 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 no. Caminando por la calle yo te vi.
Your mom and I are doing this for you, and mostly for your mom. Because we had a wedding video made, and every time your mom sees it, you'll see it probably 650 million times during your life. She cries. And so we're doing another one with you, and we'll probably see it maybe even twice as many times, and she'll cry twice as hard. Today is day one after 2400.
2,400. Already forgetting. Doesn't have a clue day. 24,000.
Your mom's ball buster. Beware.
24,000, not 2,400.
24,000 what?
HCG reading yesterday.
What does that mean?
Means you got a baby. We don't really know what it means. I'm online, of course, looking at what all this means, trying to get confidence because I'm so nervous. But I gotta just trust and be patient.
You're adorable, baby. I love you.
Love you too.
And I'm 9 weeks pregnant today.
Woo-hoo! Baby Easton, on your way, baby.
So you think it's a boy?
I think so now. I don't know. I'm changing.
He thought it was a girl from the beginning. I keep thinking it's a boy.
But I keep calling it a he.
Because I do.
Maybe. You know. I mean, you
I
know
don't
more
know.
than me. 'Cause
I'm
you're the
guessing.
mom. Yeah, but you feel like it's a he?
I do. But I'll be happy either way. I just want a healthy baby.
You see it all right?
Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
Oh, it's
There's his hands.
Oh my gosh, his hand was in his mouth or something.
There's his feet.
Yeah.
And his butt. Susan, when can you tell?
The
If it's
gender?
a boy or, yeah, gender.
Oh, nice. He's got me on tape. Okay. Now we're going to take this to court.
Oh my gosh, it's totally moving. Is it, or is that us moving?
That's the baby. Yeah. Okay,
Oh my
hold
god,
still.
baby, do you see it's moving?
Mm-hmm.
So 5.75 centimeters is the crown to rump length. And that equals 12 weeks, 2 days. And you're 12 weeks, 1 day. So your baby's perfect
Oh, that's good.
on the size.
Oh my gosh, it's grown a lot. Since 9 weeks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hasn't it?
Yeah, it's amazing how fast they grow. Huh?
Oh my gosh, the 5 fingers. That's
I got
so
you that,
cool.
yeah.
Looks like a handsome dude to me.
Look at that heart.
Well, nobody's going to put money on the gender at this stage, I can tell you that. Hands are both up by the face.
Oh, like it's covering its eyes?
Yeah.
Oh.
So you can get it to move, though. Give your hips a good shake. Yeah. See, that didn't even phase it. It just goes to show they're in this strong muscle, and then they're in fluids. So.
That's good. It's gonna be a mellow baby.
No, I didn't say that.
I didn't see. She's like, I'm not making any promises.
Let's see, I met your mom at a Sunday church meeting. No, we met at a bar 12 or 13 years ago. Probably 13 years in January.
I must have just turned 24. And I just moved to Santa Monica. I was living with my father in Simi Valley. And I had just moved to Santa Monica with a girlfriend of mine, Stacy Gray, and I didn't know anybody. And met some friends and went into a really happening bar at the time. Still is happening, actually, called the Circle Bar. And I walked in, and there were these big curtains, and then you kind of go around a corner, and there's a circle bar, and there was a ton of people in the bar, probably like 100 people or something, 200 people. And I remember looking behind the bar, and he was the first person I saw. In my entire life, I'd never been able to envision my husband. And when I walked around the corner, I saw him, and he didn't see me. And I was like, that's the guy I'm going to marry.
When she walked in to order a drink, and it was like that, there's a movie on it. They have, it's the Dreamweaver moment, you know? Dreamweaver. She walked in, and it was like, boom, boom. You know, I saw her, she saw me, and it was just, you know, it was like there. It was definitely there.
And what happened? I went up to the bar, and I was with some friends, and I ordered drinks from him, and he went and he made the drinks, and he came back, and he was looking for me, but it was so crowded. I had stepped back because the guys I was with were gonna pay for the drinks. So he was looking for me, but then there was a guy in my place, and then this guy paid for the drinks, and I went up to the owner of the bar and told him that I was an experienced bartender and that I should get hired. And he told me he couldn't hire me because he wanted to date me.
is a total pig. And by the end of the night, I just kept telling him I was a really great bartender. Meanwhile, I had been to bartending school like a week before. Didn't know anything about bartending, but I did lie.
She ended up getting a job at the bar. She lied on her resume to get the job to come work with me, as the story goes.
Shouldn't lie, but I did lie. And I got the job. And it was an amazing job. And the first day of training was a Sunday night, about a week later. And I came in, and your father was training me. And the rest is history.
But your mom picks up things so quick that we never even knew that she didn't really have any bartending experience. And she has such a great memory that she learned all the drinks. And so, like, next thing you know, she's like a bartender, and she's working with me. And she worked with me on the weekends, and she was doing Sun America during the week. And we had these great nights, and they used to have a DJ there and dancers and all the thing. And we were there basically going out, you know, but getting paid for it. And I remember after the first week, we went out to dinner afterwards. Everybody would go out after like at 3 in the morning and go out and have a late dinner and early breakfast. And I was talking to your mom about what I was passionate about, which is acting and movies, and then we ate dinner. And on the way back to the car, I said, "Well, what are you passionate about?" And your mom said, "Money." And she's just talking about money and finances, and I was like, wow, she's beautiful and she loves money. I was like, this is great. And soon afterwards, we went on our first date. I think it was like maybe a week after that. I finally got the courage to ask her out for a date. And we went on a date. And that's a different question.
How many beats is that?
I have to measure it. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
152, it's normal. Several.
Oh my gosh,
For them
that's
to
the
give
brain?
me an estimate on the size, okay? Yeah, that's the brain anatomy, you can see.
Aww.
When does the brain start developing? I mean, I'm obviously now, but
Right.
what are the key? We heard yesterday it was like the 3rd trimester. Is that right?
That's pretty right. That's correct. These are all normal measurements.
So that was a nucleal fold?
Mm-hmm.
We want above normal, Kim. We want genius. We want Superman.
And on this is my 2nd trimester.
Mm-hmm.
So what are they looking for?
Well, we're checking the side, making sure baby's all growing appropriately, and then we look at the internal organs.
Mm-hmm.
So this is kind of like an early view of the baby. You'll have another one done at 20 weeks, the detail scan. We usually refer out for that one. Similar to what we're doing, but they take a closer look to the heart, because at that time it's easier to see the heart.
I see.
I'm gonna go into the area, so I don't know if you want to look away.
Oh, yeah.
Or stop
I'll look
recording
away.
for a second, just because I don't know if you'll be able to see anything or make it out, but I was warned.
Thank you. Todd?
I have a couple measurements here, and I'll let you know once I'm done.
Don't sneak me.
I want to sneak. I want to so bad.
You see the hand?
Oh, it's so cute.
No?
Yay, everything looks good.
One common thread that I think is the most important is that I didn't do that often was that I wish I would have, is it's really important to be on time. If you tell your child you're going to be there, then you better be there at that time or before. It's just a good idea because, and I didn't realize this when I was I wasn't horribly late but there were times when I was late enough. And for a child, when they're told you're going to be there at 7 and you show up at 7:30 or 7:20, they They won't say anything, but it hurts them.
So we have Claybird here. Just came down for the birth of our baby.
Discipline. Discipline's a tough one because we have, put them on the spot, when they need a discipline, and at a very early age, they start getting that, and they don't like to be ignored, and so when you put them on the spot, it kind of helps them kind of figure out what they're doing is wrong. The best thing that works is try to anticipate and not get in a situation where you might get so frustrated and out of control that you're going to react. So that the best thing is to just get on their level, look them in the eye, and let them know how it makes you feel.
If you go to public school and somebody hits you, you better slap them back.
That's right.
Hard.
And do it quick. And if you think they're going to hit you, hit them first, right in the nose. But here's the thing as far as public schools. I don't think we're going to have you go to public school, but if we do, sit in the front and just listen and take it all in. You're going to have to be there anyway, so you might as well learn something.
Any school. Hopefully you'll apply yourself.
Good to see the baby. 22 weeks preggers.
Maggers,
Getting big.
braggers. That's a great
So we're
looking-
going to get a structural ultrasound today.
And what's that?
I don't really know, but but I'm supposed to be here, so I'm here.
Assuming the structural part of our baby.
Yeah, they're looking at all the goodies.
We're going in.
Down the hall, right side.
Everybody in.
Here we go.
And I understand you do not want to know the sex, correct?
Yes, please. We do not want to know.
I can make it so it's not obvious to anyone.
Okay,
It's
good.
honestly not important to me, so I won't even use any effort to try to figure it out.
Okay.
So you don't have to worry, oh my gosh, there's a slip, we can see it. You're not going to see. Okay?
Perfect.
So I'm going to lift this up for you and let you lay yourself flat. I'll put a little drape over you. And we'll marvel at this little person.
They told me, wait, she said, if you can hold off from, they said between like 19 and 24, they said if you can wait until 22 weeks, you'll get way better images. So that was torture. I was like,
But it's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see much better.
Oh, doctor, something that they told me I have was placenta previa.
Yeah, not anymore.
I don't? Mom, I don't?
You've already accomplished a great deal.
Yay.
Halloween picture, you sort of see, scary little eye sockets, like, scary eye sockets, mid-face, chin, the fetus is moving around. These little hands are moving in front of the face. Do you see that? See the separation of the hemispheres of the brain.
Looks like an alien.
Yeah, I think it's a human.
Yeah.
Very primitive human. The baby weighs a little over a pound, 508 grams.
Aww, it's crazy.
The right size, 53rd percentile. You see how average that is? It's wonderful.
I still think it's a boy. From day one, I thought it's a boy, but I had a dream. I had my first baby dream where I saw the baby's face, and it was a little girl.
It's hanging low too, right?
I think that they say that old wives' tales that they say that's a boy then. No. So it says bump, cocoon number 1. The bump.
You remember what Hudson said the other day?
Oh yeah. Hudson left us a message saying, hi to the bump. That's so cute, honey. Thank you.
Hello, Bump.
Hi, bump. Ooh, the pink one too. What's this one? Say, cutie. My lovely baby bump. That's so cute.
With a target on
With a
it.
target. That's so cute, honey. I needed some shirts. I'm getting big here.
Let's stand up. Let's see ya. Let's see how big you're getting. Wowzers.
Can you see?
Yeah, walk back a little bit. Hold on, I gotta get you in focus. Oh, wow. The lovely baby bump.
I think this baby's a boy. From day one, I have thought this baby was a boy. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because your father always said that he hopes, we both desperately want a boy and a girl. I'd love to experience having both children. That's really important to me. But I think it's just from day one, I always just thought I was having a boy. And but the strange thing is that I have had 3 dreams this pregnancy of a baby where I've seen a face and envisioned the baby, and they've all been girls. So now I am really torn. But I will tell you, by the way I'm carrying, everybody tells me that I think it's about 75% of people say it's a boy, and only about 25% of people think it's a girl. So I don't know. We will know very soon.
Well, initially I thought it was going to be a girl, but after seeing Megan and Todd yesterday, I'm thinking it's a boy.
Why's that?
She just, I don't know, she just seems very comfortable and mellow, and I think and she's just so happy. I don't know, I think it's going to be a boy. And the picture, they showed me the picture again. So, yeah, it looks like a boy.
It's going to be a boy.
You seem very sure about that.
Yes, I am very sure.
You are very sure about that. And why is that?
Because I'm a nurse. I know these things.
You know, I really don't have a strong feeling, but I bet that it was a boy. I put my blue chip in.
You put your blue chip in. Excellent.
Yeah. I can tell. I don't know remember any of the old things about whether if you're carrying forward or backward or sideways or wider or whatever. So I'm really not sure.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
Girl.
Boy. All right, and why do we think it's going to be a boy or a girl?
Because she's carrying it all right out front, like a little basketball. That's a boy.
Well, and I just think it would be hilarious to see Megan with a boy.
First I thought it was maybe a boy, but more and more I'm looking like you're getting a little buns on you. And that's the way I was with you. And the boys went that way. So maybe a girl.
What is it?
It's my ASP. Did I tell you about that way back in the day? It's a girl. January 15th.
Whoa.
Go from there.
Boy or girl, buddy?
Hey, give me some small salt. All right, go for it.
I think it's a boy.
What date do you think the baby will be born on?
January 22nd. 23rd. But I think you're strong-willed and you're going to keep your legs closed.
She knows how to get what she wants.
So where are we, honey?
We're in Los Angeles, 2013, January 9th. I am officially 39 weeks pregnant tomorrow. So only one more week. Still, you're supposed to be here. We're gonna meet you. We can't wait. We're hoping that you actually, this is really sick of us, but we're hoping, we know you're gonna pick the date and time of your birth, but we're hoping that you come a little bit late so that we can have an Aquarius baby, boy or girl.
Oh, it's great. You just jinxed the kid in case it's Capricorn.
But don't worry.
It'll never be the same.
If you're a Capricorn, we still love you.
When you're cold, I'll be there. Hold you tight to me.
Yeah. So right behind us is the observatory, where you look at all the stars.
It's a landmark of Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm.
And
over here, downtown Los Angeles. That's Century City in the foreground. And then you have Santa Monica way down there. That's where your Uncle Sean lives. And that's where the beach is, where the sun's setting. The sun sets in the west. Your first student teaching lesson.
By the way, your father's gonna homeschool you. We have a deal. So let's see if that rings true when you're actually here. I'm hoping that he truly means it.
And you see this right here? That's the first mountain you climb. That's called childhood. And this mountain over here, that's your teenage mountain. And then that third mountain over there, that's your adulthood. And see where it peaks? That's about me. 40, almost 40. And then everything else is downhill. And this is your mom, Megan Nicole Phelps Cahoon, and she is the prettiest, smartest, most creative, loving, and did I say smart? I did say smart. And just beautiful person I've ever met. And that's why we have you. And you're lucky. You're lucky to have a mom like her. Because she's gonna take care of you for the rest of your life. She will be so taking care of you. You'll probably get annoyed with her. I'm so looking forward to seeing what he or she looks like. You know, like, is it gonna look more like Megan, or is it gonna look more like me, or is it gonna look like the combination of both of us? And I think the eyes, you know, like the eyes are the windows of the soul. Just like seeing that soul for the first time, you know.
And so I'm definitely looking forward to finding out who you are. And I could care less if you're a boy or a girl. We're excited either way. And I'm just looking forward to seeing you. Honestly, that's the first thing that I think about. I don't even think about personality or what you're going to do or who you're going to become. I just think about, are you healthy, and what you're going to look like, what features you're going to have, who you're going to look like more. And we have dad's eyes and my nose and blue eyes, brown eyes. I don't know. I think it's mostly physical that I'm initially, when I envision the birth, that's what I think about. I feel so blessed to wake up every morning next to this man, because he's truly is my best friend. I can't imagine ever being without him.
That too.
It's your day, as they say, so I really know I have no control over how this all goes down. We've done everything we can in terms of trying to get you positioned in the right spot to make sure it's, the least amount of pressure, back pain, for me during labor. But I know it's not going to be easy, but my mom did it. My grandma Esther definitely did it with all those kids she birthed. And I think that women all around the world do it every day without medication. So I'm just praying that you and I can have an amazing connection if I'm present when I give birth to you, rather than being unable to walk, and in some cases a lot of women unable to talk and sleeping while they're in labor. That's crazy to me. I hope that that's not the case. Do you think I'm going to have a C-section?
I don't think so, no.
Do you think I'm going to be able to do it without having an epidural?
I think you will, yeah. I think you will. Your mom is the type of person that anything that she sets her mind to, she does.
Pressure.
Anything. So, I just want you to be, I just want it to be healthy. And
there you are. You're moving like crazy.
the quicker the better, buddy.
Maybe that was a sign. You're going to come out easily.
Definitely not looking forward to the birthing part. Daddy doesn't like blood. He didn't like blood too much.
I got really in the zone of trying to relax and breathe through the contractions. We called our doula. She came up to the house at 5:30, which was kind of against Todd's wishes. He thought we should be going to the hospital at that point.
Pray God you can call. I stand outside this woman's work, this woman's world. Ooh, it's hard on me. Now it's part, it's over. Now starts the craft of the fire. I know you've got a little life in you, yeah. I know you've got a lot of strength, yeah. I know you've got a little life in you, yeah. I know you've got a lot of strength, yeah. I should be crying, but I just can't let it show. Should be open, but I can't stop thinking of all the things we should have said that we never said, and all the things we should have done that we never did.
Go,
All the
sweetie.
things we should have given, but I didn't.
We are right behind you guys.
We got on the freeway, and within 5 minutes, probably 3 minutes actually, I just feel gushing and my water broke all over the car. And I knew then that we were in trouble because I was already dreading the car ride, and now I was thinking, there's no way I'm gonna make it to the hospital. There's no way, and my heart just sank. So we get to the hospital. The paramedics gratefully had already called. They were outside with a wheelchair.
Delivery itself. You can come in just without the camera for now.
You are doing great.
Megan, let's have you turn on back on your side.
Back on your side.
They're gonna give you a little IV for some dehydration, okay? For some water, just some hydration.
You want some turb or anything?
Yeah, let's relax her for a minute. Yeah, give her some turb. Do you want to do something and get a syringe from back there?
I have turb. Just get a syringe. Pam? I have turb.
Syringe.
God damn.
I want to push now. This arm from the face. Megan, we're going to slow things down for a minute for you, okay? Here it comes. Thank you. Yeah, here it comes.
No screaming, breathe.
Dr. Rival needs to talk to you, sweetheart. Listen, she needs to talk to you. Look at her, right here, right here. Baby's heart rate's kind of low. You need this.
Oh yeah, we can't. I'm sorry, we can't video the
Slow the
sleep right
contractions
now.
down to help your uterus.
Katie told me at 1:10 that she came in about midnight.
Right. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. She's okay.
Well, I've heard that there's a secret chord, the day they played and it pleased the Lord. But you don't really care for music, do ya?
We went to OR and they prepped me for a C-section, and she said, I'm going to give you a few pushes, but you're only going to get a few because his heart rate's down. So my midwife just grabbed my face and looked at me and said, you have a few pushes, make it happen.
What's
happening?
It doesn't sound good.
It's gonna be okay.
Well, your faith was strong, but you needed proof. You're salivating all
No. That wasn't it.
No, wasn't that normal? But the baby's heart rate is low. It's been low this whole time.
Right, but it's even lower than it's.
Than it's been?
So it's probably low, but maybe not as low as they think, because it already has a baseline that's low.
Yeah. What would cause it to be low, even lower? Just the traumatic?
Oh, well, a lot of times babies' heart rates will go down as they're being born because it's the compression, and we don't know where the cord is lying. When the water broke, we don't know where the cord is lying. So the baby's sitting on the cord, then it's pinching off its baby's oxygen. But the baby is really low, like low enough that they can just put the vacuum on, help her pull the baby out. So that's their first thing.
From what I saw of it too, she just bared down, and the baby came out first with the umbilical cord wrapped twice around his head, and it was blue, and
He was blue.
he was blue. And that didn't really make me nervous because of the people around them were immediately taking care of it, and they seemed calm. I was actually really nervous before because I didn't go in with Megan to the OR. I almost thought I was gonna faint and puke.
There was a time when you let me know what's really going on below, but now you never show that to me, do ya? Hey, remember when I moved in you, the whole town was moving too, and every breath you drew was hallelujah. It was
Well, are you okay? Is she okay? What is it? What is it?
It was a fancy.
It's a boy.
Oh, that's so good. A little stubborn boy.
A little stubborn. Who was about to give birth in the fucking world.
Oh my God.
And I yelled out, "It's a boy!"
Daddy got to tell me it was a boy because I couldn't even
And everybody
see
just
straight.
kind of went like this because it was so traumatic. And then I yelled out, "It's a boy!" And everyone was like, "Huh? Oh yeah, it's a boy."
Is that okay?
Yeah. Well, let me get another warm blanket. Okay.
It's his first cry. He was so calm.
Hey, Bubba. Hey, Bubba.
What made you mad? What made you mad? What made you mad?
Easton. We don't have a middle name. We do. We have 3. We're debating on Easton James, Easton Santos, or Easton Leo. Oh, they're all good.
Which one?
They're all so
Easton
good.
James kind of flows.
Huh?
Easton
It does.
James flows.
Easton James.
This is it. Easton
She's like, yeah.
We've always loved it.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Oh, okay.
He weighed 6 pounds, 6 ounces. Little.
He's perfect.
19.5 inches long.
He's perfect.
Born in 9/12.
At 9/12.
9/12.
I can't believe that. We got in the car at 8. He was delivered within 15 minutes of being at this hospital.
Oh, yeah.
Good daddy boy.
Oh my God.
Who's daddy boy?
Absolutely.
I didn't think I was going to make it to the hospital. So when we got disconnected, I was like, I'm calling 911. And they wanted us to pull over.
And just sit there.
Just sit there. They're like, pull over, pull over. We can't. And we're like, we need an escort. We need you to come in front of us and move traffic. Because we have to get there. We have to get there. I'm in so much pain. He's like, okay, how far apart are your contractions? And I was like, 45 seconds. And he's like, yeah, okay. So just if your husband thinks you can go there,
you know, go. We ran a red light. We had a cop. There was a cop that just like waved at us because CHP had already called it in.
My darling child, my darling baby, my darling child, you gave life to me, my darling child, my darling baby, my darling child, you came and saved me.
Hey, Papa. Nancy's taking it.
What's that?
It's okay, Papa. It's okay. I know. I know. That hurt.
Take a breath.
It's okay, Papa. I know. It's okay, Papa. It's okay. Good boy. Good boy. Boy, he's fussy. He's fussy. Okay. I guess God was mom, you know, and dad. I think mom was more, you know, the tree of life. Mom was more the grace, and dad was much more of the nature, you know, the Darwinism thing. But I remember the first time that I really remember God, I mean, was being in church. I remember I used to have a quiet spot at home in the living room. This was in Chicago, and there was a book on Jesus of Nazareth from picture book from the movie by Roman Polanski. And I just remember it being like a really calm place for me to go. I'd go in there in the living room by myself and sit on the carpet, the white carpet, in the clean living room because everything was like clean. And I just looked through that book, and you know, that was my vision of God back then.
Della J's here. And baby.
She's.
Oh, you guys! What do we
Get out of here! Did you just order out?
Did you say that while I was gone?
What did you borrow? Did you borrow from somebody else?
Oh my gosh!
You won't believe what happened.
Oh,
Did you deliver the car on the way here?
Almost. I did. They're in the car.
This is Easton. Easton James.
James.
Easton James.
He's beautiful. I love that name.
Is he cute? Hey, he's asleep right now.
Yeah,
He's beautiful.
Totally
Look at you, Megan.
He's so beautiful. Easton James. I love that
Oh my
name.
gosh.
Honey.
Are we the first ones?
Yeah.
Get out of here. How long ago did you have it?
A few hours ago.
9/12.
We
9/12.
9/12.
You guys won't believe it. Look at that face.
Oh my God, that's so cute. Look at the face.
Look at his little button nose.
Yeah.
Total button nose and a little Andy Gump chin.
And he's always doing this.
He is.
That's too cute. He goes like this. Everything's in slow motion.
I will call you later on.
And we're so glad to be here. So exciting. So exciting. Now we got so many stories to tell. So. And I'm so glad Megan's doing well. And Todd. After that story we heard. And
Hey, Grandma.
How did you know? She asked downstairs.
Yeah.
You are.
Well, I don't know if it's a boy or girl yet.
Well.
They wouldn't tell me that.
Megan.
And a very neutral hat.
You can,
That doesn't help me.
you can do the presentation of the sex then.
Gee, I don't know. A boy.
Easton James.
Boy. Congratulations. Easton James. That's a nice name.
Mm-hmm.
Here, Mama. Hi. Oh, what's the matter? Oh, wow. You almost came out on the freeway.
Should have called him 405.
yeah.
Yeah. Speedy. Oh, goodness. Oh, my. Oh, my goodness. You had a rough time, huh?
Yeah. We got a room now.
Got a room.
Yeah, that's kind of
Wow. How you doing there?
Oh, yeah, dude.
How you doing there, huh? Yeah. Did you tell Sean yet?
No.
No.
Or Dad.
Or Dad.
You want to call him?
Oh, he's got his arm out now.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Yeah, let's call him.
I gave him a little freedom.
Sean.
Oh, really?
Hi, Dad. You have a grandson. Yep.
I gotta make sure there's no cars.
Hi, Mama.
Oh, he's asleep for his ride home.
You've been so kind and generous. I don't know, you keep on giving. For your kindness, I'm in debt to you. For your selflessness, my admiration.
I'm a mama now.
Here's the bubbles.
You know I'm bound to thank you for it. La, 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 la,
I want to see your room for the first time. Yeah. Your mommy and daddy and your brothers-in-law worked on this room. Get you all prepared for you. You're already asleep. You're gonna miss the whole thing. That's why we're videotaping it. Chivalry is not dead. Let your mom go in first.
Aw. It's the second time today you said that.
You gotta teach this boy manners.
Room, Easton James.
This is your room.
You gonna wake up, or you think you have plenty of time to pout in here?
Just smiled. He just smiled.
Look at all the stuffed animals you got already. Yaya and Jima.
And there's your bookshelf.
And we have something very special here. We have Yaya's baby bonnet.
Oh yeah.
And we have your, you won't be wearing that, and hopefully. And we have your Grandma Joyce's, that's my dad's mother's little handkerchiefs. And we have Janice's first silver spoon. And we have this sweet little ornament Grandma Bernie Gma gave you. A child is God's most precious gift.
And Russell.
And then we have Russell, his little toy, which was Janice's brother. And then up there we have all the books.
And your daddy's named.
And your daddy's middle name is Russell after him. And then your Uncle Ryan did your valance, so you'll have to thank him for that. Yeah.
He already knows how to speak English.
get you some gift cards.
Incredible. Spanish too. Halfway with Spanish.
Forgot that was a rocker.
And your Uncle Sean helped your daddy with the bookshelf up there.
That's right.
All the books. The neighbors were so kind to leave their bookshelf when the tenants moved out, and we got them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And you guys were looking for shelves when we were down for Christmas.
Want to put him in this crib, see how he looks? And look how big, look what, you'll remember this is funny. Everybody said all the clothes we bought were going to be too small, and everything is swimming on you.
Because you were a little peanut.
Yeah.
You and your mom.
You
and
lost
Daddy.
about 6 ounces, by the way.
What's
So he's back to 6 pounds. 6 even, 6-0.
Your dad's really not 5'10", and your mom's really not 5'4".
I say 5'3". Let's see if he is comfortable in his little crib.
You put him crosswise at this point.
Yeah. He's so used to the shopping basket.
The shopping basket.
That's what I call them, those little things. they
Oh,
put
that
in.
little
Yeah.
bassinet rolling.
Milo, she throws me like a rubber ball. Oh, the sweetest thing. But she won't catch me or break my fall. Oh, the sweetest thing. Baby's got blue skies up ahead, but in this I'm a rain cloud.
Is there anything that you would say you kind of regret doing, or would have, maybe not regret, but would have done differently now that you know, if you had a third child, say, that you would do a little bit differently with that child?
I'd get a second bathroom. What's a trait that you want your boy to have that's your best trait and Todd's best trait?
By the way, we'll cut this out, but we did all of these questions,
Oh,
so
you
we'll
did?
see. Just do it when I look better in.
What 3 traits of yours do you wish your child would inherit?
Easy. My penis, my penis, my penis. Unless it's girl. Just kidding.
So, did you know that guys go pee? They're talking about how women, like natural childbirth, if a woman was giving birth and then, like the doctor comes in and she's uncomfortable with the doctor, you actually can reverse your dilation. They were saying that all sphincters do that, and oftentimes in men's restrooms, when you go into a urinal, if there's like a loud noise, you'll hear across the board all pee streams stop, and then all pee streams resume.
Easton, you may be at my wedding. And you'll see pictures later.
Love you, baby.
Love you too, man. Congratulations.
Thanks, bro.
I know it'd be a great papa.
My roommate from college.
College roomies.
I have a horrible voice. Your dad has a better voice than me, so maybe you get his voice too. I won't sing it. I'll sing if music's on the radio, but I was thinking about that. Am I gonna sing nursery songs to you? But I bet babies like that even if the mom doesn't have a good voice, right?
Easton James, you're the best. You're loved.
You want to see my vision of God now? Watch this.